What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, look, as we start to watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe crumble under the weight of its own DEI stupidity, just keep this in mind. You told them so. All right? You told them so. I told them so. All these channels over the last, 3 to 4 years, we've been telling them, hey, what is this you're doing? All of this DEI, I need to see myself, blah, blah, all that nonsense, race swaps, gender swaps, it's going to blow up in your face.
The bill comes due. Always.
It always comes due. So if you guys ain't paid attention to it, that's not my fault. But look, you can say, hey, I told you so. All right? Do your little I told you so dance right in their faces as this shit just completely crumbles. Now, look, I want comic book movies to be good. I want Marvel to get itself back on its feet. Nobody wants this to be bad. We love comic books. We love superheroes. We love all of this stuff. We want this stuff to reach the heights that it did during the Infinity Saga. That's what we want. Okay? But again, we told them what was going to happen. If you keep going down this road, this is what's up. Okay? So now Marvel's got to come out and admit, yeah, Thunderbolts was a bust. All right? They got to do the same thing with Leo. Yep, Leo was a bust too. It was a flop all the way around. And then Fantastic Four, man, look, Fantastic Four is not looking too good either. The Fantastic Four box office dive is a bad omen for Marvel's future. The MCU's appeal beyond its most hardcore fans is in question after the second weekend's first steps drop. Oh, it's in question now? Oh, no. It's been dropped. It's been down. And see, look, it's only now that these mainstream media outlets are finally coming around to what we've been saying this entire time. Okay, so look, just take solace in the fact that, hey, we knew what we was talking about. The toxic fans were right. You guys are bigots, you're racist, you're misogynist, you hate people, blah, 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 blah. The toxic fans were right. We told you this was going to happen. You didn't want to listen to us. All right, fine. Don't listen to us. All right. But that bill's coming due and it's time to pay the piper. All right. And you're paying the piper with declining interest, box office dives, merch not moving off the shelves. Everything gonna be at Ollie's in a minute. That's what you have. That's the cost that you have paid. All right, Kevin Feige and crew. This is the cost that you have paid for all of your nonsense. All right, shit's a bust now. What are they gonna do next? That's the question that I got. What are they gonna do? Because look, this is where we at right now. Every time I look at this, I just laugh. This is where we're at right now. And look, I'm gonna update this. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Eyes of Wakanda, utter trash. Utter trash, especially that second episode. It's weird to me because they try to paint like the Wakandans as the good guys, but in that second episode specifically, man, this dude's just a straight asshole. What he does to his friend, somebody that he's been ride or die rolling with, and then he just turns his back on, bruh. Go watch it if you want to. I'm not going to review it. It's just utter trash. And look, man, Marvel doesn't seem to understand that. Can our heroes be heroic? Can the heroes be heroes? We want heroes. It's similar to the shit in Ironheart, where Ironheart is just like, bro, you a villain. And the dude in this episode and like the rest of it was just weak storytelling. Episode 2 had the best opportunity to be a really good story, but the Wakandan in that episode was a jerk. He was an asshole. I was like, fuck, man, I don't want to follow these people. These people are assholes. These are terrible characters, all right, that we should be rooting for, you know? But yeah, that's where Marvel is at this point, man. They don't know their fan base. They have no idea what's going on. And so now you even got like cats like Polygon out here calling it out. Fantastic Four's big box office drop reveals a critical Marvel problem. Recent Marvel movies are setting up Avengers Doomsday, but interest seems low. Yeah, nobody cares. Okay, that's where we at right now. Remember, people don't care now. All right. Thanks to all of the stuff that they threw on Disney Plus partially, but also just because they were making dog shit. You got to make good content, Marvel. It can't just have the Marvel Studios label slapped on the top of it and everything's going to be all right. Okay, again, that's not the way this works anymore. If you're not churning out great content and you're going to try to slam us with all kind of DEI, woke garbage, then yeah, we're just going to check out and not watch it anymore. The regular general audience. Those are the people that have checked out. And the hardcore comic fans are saying, look, we've seen all of this shit before. We know what happens. Ironheart is a terrible character. Why are you doing Ironheart? Why are you bringing America Chavez in? What's up with that? Nobody cares about these characters. I mean, even Kate Bishop. Some people like Kate Bishop. I think Kate Bishop is a giant mistake. And then they tried to go with the Young Avengers. They've been sprinkling that information out there. Bruh, everything that people have been hearing and watching from the MCU, yeah, Polygon got it. It's a major problem. I think it's more than a major problem, okay? I think it's a wrap. I think it is a cold stone wrap. Yeah, Polygon got it right here, okay? Something that I've been saying. It may be illustrative, not of superhero fatigue in general, but of declining interest in yet another Marvel super team or in the Marvel Studios formula specifically. That's what I've been saying. A lot of people have said superhero fatigue, and I said, yeah, but what is superheroes over the last, like two decades? It's been Marvel, okay? Marvel has been the number one superhero brand because of all the movies they've made and all the TV shows that they've made. DC kind of there, but it's mostly been MCU shit. That's what we've been getting. So when you're talking about superhero fatigue, what you're really talking about is Marvel fatigue. Other superhero movies, it's like, okay, we really don't know what they are, but we know exactly what Marvel is. And this stupid formula that they bring up, I've been saying it for the longest time, that it's this formula. The formula is the problem. The fatigue is from the formula. The superhero fatigue you're tired of is the Marvel formula. Because these idiots thought, hey, all we got to do is just slap Marvel Studios on it, run some random character through the formula, and then bam, presto changeo, we got ourselves a hit, $700 million in the bank. That's what these idiots thought. And see, that's where the creativity just completely disappeared. Because all of these characters, they don't follow a formula. You can't just stick a random character through a formula. Black Panther is a completely different character from She-Hulk. And you can't formalize this whole thing and just push them all through the same shit. Okay? You can't just do any superhero team, just take Guardians of the Galaxy and do the Eternals the exact same way. It doesn't work that way. Fantastic Four to boot. You can't just run a formula on this. And see, this is where they messed up. This is why you needed comic book fans that were filmmakers to be in there instead of calling them red flags. You needed them dudes in there with you. Because they would have guided you. It says, nah, this isn't going to work for this character. This is the problem that they've had. And so now here they are. They've gone through all of these various movies. And now they've had back-to-back disappointments for Captain America, Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. And it's supposed to all be leading into Doomsday. So who's coming to watch this movie? If you didn't watch any of these things, if the audiences are out for all three of these movies, and these are the three movies in the MCU proper, all right? Not counting Spider-Man, because Spider-Man doesn't even have anything to do with Doomsday next year. So if these three movies are leading straight into Doomsday and they all flopped, what's Doomsday going to do? You think people are just going to show up? Do you think really people are just going to show up just because of the names on the back of these chairs? Yeah, like hardcore fans, they'll come and check it out. Oh, yeah, this might be interesting. Okay, cool. But are they really going to show up in droves to watch? Oh, we don't know what any of these characters are going to be doing. We don't know how this all started. We don't know what's led up to this. We just know, hey, these characters are in it, and they were all in movies that nobody went to watch. And then, of course, you got like guys like Kelsey Grammer, and then, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and some of the older school, your Rebecca Romaine. You got some of these other characters and stuff in there. And it's like none of these characters have been in a Marvel movie in years. Are we just supposed to watch them for member-berry purposes only? What is the story behind any of this? See, they're trying to do the Deadpool and Wolverine shit. They're trying to do the Spider-Man No Way Home shit. They're saying, hey, if we bring out some big names, we bring back some blasts from the past, everybody's going to show up. Yeah, James Marsden, Channing Tatum, Pedro's going to really hurt it. And then this guy. Like, bringing back Robert Downey Jr., do y'all really think that this dude is going to make some sort of a difference? He's not. People are like, wait, what is he doing here? Why are we watching him again? Is he Iron Man? No, he's not Iron Man. Well, then why am I watching this? Who's Dr. Doom? Has he been introduced? What homework can I do to try to catch up? Oh, there really isn't any. You really can't do any homework. They're just dropping a movie in here, and they're about to spend $500 million plus on it, I guarantee. So yeah, everybody's been saying, look, thin narrative connective tissue across this year's MCU movies. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. People don't care now. All of these joints are flops now. Disney finally has to admit it. They have to tell their shareholders, yeah, it's a bust. It's not working out. It's not working very much. We thought it wasn't. We thought we had some. We don't. All right. We thought we had some and we don't. And this is where we are at this point. So look, I don't know what Marvel's going to do trying to fix this. You know, I'm noticing that they're leaning heavy into Spider-Man right now. Now that Spider-Man Brand New Day has started filming, all you're getting daily in your Twitter feed is just Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Very little on the Fantastic Four. They're not talking about this movie at all. They are doing their level best to memory hold this. They're probably just going to, hey, just forget it happened. Don't worry about it. And just wait for the Avengers Doomsday marketing. But nobody went to see this movie. I don't think anybody's going to go see Doomsday. I'm predicting Doomsday barely scrapes over $1 billion, if that. But they are going to spend $500 million just on the production budget. I guarantee it. And so now you're talking about a movie that's probably going to have to do like $1.5 billion to break even, because you got to think about the marketing as well. Bruh, it is an absolute train wreck over there at Marvel. But you guys let me know what y'all think about it, man. Fantastic Four did it no favors. They were really hoping and banking that this movie would bring some interest back into the MCU and get people excited to see what happens next with the Fantastic Four, because Doomsday is up next and Dr. Doom is Fantastic Four's villain. And so you got to figure, hey, man, you know, if you guys get excited about Fantastic Four, you'll love Doomsday, but you didn't put Dr. Doom in Doomsday. So, again, man, these people have lost the plot, man. It is too funny to watch. Just remember, the toxic fans were right, all right? Get the T-shirts in the merch store. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.